Hello viewers, it's Sentai Michael from Screen Review, bringing you a new podcast from my subject called the Super Sentai Review. And like always, I'm going to speak very loudly, very clearly, and very slowly in case you don't understand me. Also, I'll try to do my best not to breathe so hard during this audio podcast recording as well, not to cause any audio feedback as well. And finally, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will take some adult limits. Now, once again, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will take some adult limits. Now, if you're over 18, then you feel good to watch this audio podcast recording. So anyway, let's get into the latest episode of Mashin Sentai Kiramager. So basically, this is episode 3. So anyway, it starts off at the sorry, blah blah blah. I love tongue tie tonight. So anyway, we see the Rangers for the Kiramagers, Mayu, Princess Marvel and the Kiramagers and the Stone Forms at Carrot's headquarters watching a documentary show of Sugaru, aka Kiramager. So basically, there was this documentary show they were watching of Sugaru, aka Kiramager, of his life of being him being an action movie star. So basically, they're watching the documentary, about Sugaru's life as an action movie star actor and whatnot. So basically, it seemed like it was a good 2-minute episode, like a 2-minute episode and whatnot of Sugaru, aka Kiramager's life as a movie star. So basically, it's a good opening. It's a good 2-minute or 3-minute episode. So anyway, meanwhile, somewhere else, I knew Yodahan, lieutenant whose head looks like a bicycle, who I'm gonna call the bicycle, Yodahan lieutenant. So basically, a new Yodahan lieutenant showed up on Earth, but his head looked like a bicycle. So basically, his power is he attacks people like he. So basically, the bicycle Yodahan lieutenant's power is that he attacks devices on people's heads and squeeze them and cause them great headaches and pressure in their brain. So anyway, so basically all 5 of the Kiramagers showed up. Sugaru showed up for a movie set. Just as a samurai from his movie set. So basically, they morphed up together and they started to battle the bicycle Yodahan lieutenant. So basically, things were going very well. They managed to use the lever on the lieutenant's head, on the side of the lieutenant's head, to get rid of the bicycle devices off the people. So basically, everything was going well. So basically, they managed to take out the field soldiers, and Sugaru was fighting the bicycle lieutenant by himself. So basically, Sugaru had the upper hand against the bicycle lieutenant, but the bicycle lieutenant managed to take Sugaru and managed to attach a special bicycle device on Sugaru's head that forced him to do more, and the bicycle Yodahan lieutenant managed to escape. So basically, the Kiramager took Sugaru back to Carrot's headquarters and tried to get the device off. But since the bicycle master used his lever to put that special bicycle device on Sugaru's head, they need the lever to get off that bicycle device that's attached to Sorry, I'm tongue-tied tonight. So anyway, since the vice Yokohama lieutenant used his lever to put the the vice helmet on Shigeru, they need the lever to get the vice grip off to Shigeru's head. So basically, Shigeru's I'm the middle of shoot in the movie. So basically, the others like the others, you ain't no condition to do anything. But Chicken is don't worry. Even with this vice grip on my head, it doesn't hurt. So basically, Chicken insisted that he wants to go back. He wants to go back to finish his new action movie, his new action samurai movie. So basically, Joe, Shada, and Power and Tamato on it, and Tamato went to the movie set to make sure that Shigeru is okay. While Sato went to work went to work at her hospital. So basically, Kimmy Tank, Sato had to do some surgery at the hospital that she worked for. So basically, the other teenagers went to the movie set where Shigeru's new action and samurai movie was being filmed. So basically, after explaining the situation to the director, just saying that look, don't worry, we can use this effect to cut out the bicycle on your head. So basically, after explaining the situation to the director, Shigeru was able to was able to finish filming his movie with that bicycle on his head. But seems like he was not in pain until he went back to his movie. After he was done, filming his movie, when he went to his movie trailer, into his little movie trailer and whatnot, it turns out that Shigeru was faking that he was in pain this whole time. So basically, Shigeru was in real pain the whole time, but he was just faking it from the other Kiramages and everybody. But the Kiramages found out the truth that Shigeru was about Shigeru being in pain because of the vice grip attached to his head. So basically, the other Kiramages. So basically, the other teenagers were worried about Shigeru, and that's when Mayu called that the vice grip lieutenant showed up again, attacking people downtown. So basically, Shigeru wanted to go with the others, but Shigeru was trying to tell Shigeru to stay. You need to stay behind, but Shigeru insisted that he go with the others. So anyway, all the Kiramages, went to go fight the lieutenant, but since Shigeru couldn't transform into a razor form with that vice grip on his head. So basically, the other four Kiramages morphed up. Shigeru didn't morph up, and he tried to fight the vice grip monster, and that's when Joe, aka Kiramager, was like, you know what? Basically, you need to stay back, and that's an order. So basically, Joe finally laid down his authority, you're in too much pain to fight this monster. So basically, you're gonna stay back and let us handle the monster, and get that lever and get that vice grip off your head once and for all. So basically, Shigeru did what Jobu said. He said that and let the other Kiramages, deal with the vice grip monster. So basically, working together as a team, they managed to get the lever donate to get the letter from the vice lieutenant and free Joe and free Joe from that vice grip device off his head. So basically, they used the leather. So basically, the kid just managed to get the leather that they need to free sugar from that vice grip that was attached to his head. So basically, like sugar gave the others for helping him out, and force him force him to stay back while they took care of while they got the lever that they needed to free the vice grip device off the Sugar's head. So basically, Sugar morphed up into his rain form, and he destroyed the vice grip, and he destroyed the vice grip lieutenant. And that's when Arachna and Dazzle sent another Mark Beast monster that looks like a vice grip to Earth, and started to attack the city. So basically, the Kiramager summoned the Zords, and they formed the Land Age Megazord and the Sky Made Megazord. So basically, Jeru, Seda, and Tangle formed the Land Age Megazord with their Zords, and Sugaru and Sato formed the Sky Age Megazord with their Zords. But the monster was too powerful for the two Megazords. So basically, the Kiramager Stone suggested that Jeru use his machination powers to combine both Megazords together. So basically, Jeru used his machination powers to come up with a combination to combine all five Kiramagers together, and they formed the Kiramager Megazord. So basically, working together as a team, and Jerry used his imagination powers to combine all five the Kiramager together to form the Kiramager Megazord, and they was able to take down the Mark Beast Vice Grip monster and save the day. So anyway, after they took down the monster, seems like it's the next day. They saw the final episode of the documentary show that Shibu did, in his own way. He was thanking the others for helping him out. So basically, he gave a shout out to the other Kiramagers for the lecture about teamwork. So basically, in the documentary show, that Sugar said, gave to some special friends. I learned a very important lesson about teamwork. So basically, all the Kiramagers, Princess Maru Center, the Kiramager Stones, and Mayu was so happy that Sugar learned a lesson about teamwork, and also relying on others to help them out in the situation. So basically, the episode ended with all the Kiramagers gathered around Sugaru, hugging him, and get him for the shout in the documentary show, and this is how the episode ended. So with all the Kiramagers, got around Shigeru, aka Kiramager Blue, thanking him for giving them a shout out in the documentary show about how they taught him about teamwork and relying on others. So anyway, basically this how the episode ended. So anyway, this was a good episode. So basically, we learn a lot more about. We learn that the Yamaha lieutenants, whatever item they're based on, so it's the monster, so it's the giant these monsters are based off that object. So basically, the lieutenants that the Yamaha Empire sent to Earth is also based off the same object as the Mock Beast monsters that are also sent to Earth as well. So anyway, we learned a lot more. So basically, we did learn a lot more in this episode, sort of. So anyway, this was a good episode. So this was a good third episode of Kiramager. So anyway. What do you guys think about this episode? Was it good? Was it bad? Or was it just okay? Please let me know. Please let me know what the comments below this podcast. So anyway, I'm hoping that everybody's safe from I hope that all you viewers are safe and sound from the coronavirus. And this is Cynthia Michael from Screwview. Sign off. 1.